Hello guys, it is Friday, November the 25th, blah blah blah, Black Friday, 2011, I was just looking and I have a Black Friday video from last year that is apparently 20 minutes, I don't know why, but I'm going to, try to make this one video and upload it really quickly. And then give you Black Friday 2011 and Black Friday 2010. I'm going to try. And it's Friday, and I came home and I got a nap, and I just woke up, which is why my brain is not with me. But yeah, it's Black Friday. The whole week, actually, has been kind of screwed up for me because I switched days with a guy, but it was on last Friday. And the pay week, we get paid every 2 weeks, but for some reason the pay week ends Friday at midnight. So that means I worked 2 hours, because I'm an overnighter. We come in at 10, so I worked 2 hours on Friday, and then 6 hours on Saturday, which was 6 hours into the new pay period. That caused some drama. But it also left me with 6 hours of overtime to cut in 4 days, because they weren't going to want me to leave early on Black Friday or cut any time on Black Friday. So it's like I've been leaving at 6 or coming in at 11. I've been taking an hour and a half lunch. And then today on Black Friday, or yesterday, I guess, or no, wait, that's still a day. I got to come in at 7 p.m. and stay till 4. Hey, I guess that was last night. I don't know what I'm saying. It's an overnight thing. It's so weird to say that. So, like, I've been kind of screwed up ever since, because, whatever. Yes, Black Friday. So we had staggered shifts to try to handle everything, and me and Raj were there at first. We were the only ones. We actually got another Jason later from Produce. I'm just going to take these off because you can see the screen in them, and it's annoying me. I don't know if it annoys you guys, but it annoys me. That's like my only source of light. I didn't plug in my my other light, if you can even see that. I was going to plug it in and talk, but instead, I'll just waste time by telling you what I was going to do that I'm not going to do, so it doesn't even matter. But whatever. But it was just me and Raj at first, and then later we got Jason from Produce, who's, he's a day crew guy. Like, they had basically everybody on overnights handling this Black Friday thing. And we were in charge of a 51-inch TV. I did not get my balloon this year, because by the time I got around to getting them, they had apparently already been popped. But you don't even know about that because you haven't seen Black Friday 2010, because it's right there. Two little. You see these little things, these little guys right here? Apparently they are 20 minutes. So I have to go through that, and it may include time where, I've taken a dramatic pause. So, I know to snip it out. But, so yeah, it was basically a lot of standing around, and then we kind of screwed up, and there's like these little tickets, and you're not supposed to, you're supposed to get your little ticket, and you're supposed to stay in line. We let four, it was hiding off screen, really. I didn't just put up 3 fingers, the other one was hiding off screen. See? That's how I'm gonna play that one off. But we let 4 people walk away with their little tickets, because you're supposed to get your ticket, and then you're supposed to stay in line to get your little doodly thingy. So it wasn't bad. We were just informed, like, don't do that anymore. And it's just like, I wasn't the one in charge of the queue anyway, so it's like, I just throw Raj under the bus. It'd be like, he did it. He said it was okay. He's in charge. I couldn't stop him if I wanted to. I'm not a revolutionist, I suppose. I don't know. But everything where we were pretty quiet. It's kind of funny. Standing across from us was Benny trying to sell. His TV was smaller and cost more money, but it was better quality. It went up to 1080p instead of ours was bigger and cost $100 less, but it was plasma, which is apparently not that great either, and it only went up to 720p. So Benny had more P than us. Is how I was saying it all night long. But he was standing there, poor Benny, didn't get a single person, and he decides to take he just decides to run to the bathroom real quick. So he's like, hey, can you watch my, can one of you watch my table? So I watched his table while he was gone, and while he was gone, a couple people walked up, and so I actually sold his first TV. But then later there was a kid that came over. There was 3 of us standing over by the other table, and he was wanting the 46-inch, so I was like, that's that guy over there. So technically I assisted with the second one, Benny, but, he made his, I'll let him think he made his own sale. It was all you, Benny. It was all you. I don't have you added on Facebook, and you know nothing about my videos anyway, so it's not like you're ever gonna see this. It was all me. Every single thing. Except for the, mistakes. Those were not me. At one point, I got pulled to cut the plastic off at 10 o'clock, and then there was some discrepancy about cutting the plastic 10 minutes before or right at 10, and some people started cutting 10 minutes before, which was apparently wrong. I don't know. Imagine that. 2 different people, telling, different associates different things. Shocker. I did not receive a shocker last night, which was a little bit disappointing, but, what can you do? So, and it started getting crazy. People, of course, as soon as you start cutting the plastic, people are like, oh, it's time to go, and they start grabbing stuff, and it's like, you can't really stop them at that point, so I just kind of, cut the plastic off one thing, and just got the hell out of there. And I just went back to my table because it was safe over there. Well, our TV wasn't being sold until midnight, so I was just like, I'm just gonna go back over there where there's nothing happening. That's okay, that's cool. But there's these shark vacuums or something. I don't know if it's a wet vac or whatever, but there were people. There was this mob all the way around. People leaning up against the pallets, just waiting for them to be cut. And it's just I looked over there after they thought everyone else was going down the back hallway. So, that spot, apparently there's a spot in the ocean where, there's a spot closer to the other, or there's I don't know, there's a spot in the ocean that one part of it's taller than the other or something, so there's kind of this constant, but it's there was people flowing over other people to grab these shark vacuums. And then when I got back over to where we were selling our TVs, one of the girl at the end of the line had one. I'm like, you survived getting that thing? And she's like, oh hell yeah, I just stood back and let everybody go crazy, and then after they went away, I grabbed one, because after the craziness, there were still shark vacuums sitting there. But whatever. I guess one guy was getting pretty mouthy with Mark. I guess he was something about somebody had said that we would have a register open, but they weren't able to do that. So the guy got mad, and I don't know, got kind of mouthy, and I guess he threatened physical harm, but nothing was done. He wasn't kicked out of the store or anything. I don't know, whatever. So it's no, I won't make assumptions, but at other Walmarts, you might actually be kicked out for threatening physical harm against an employee, but maybe not in all of them. I don't know. And one of the newer guys, Daniel, he was going to cut the plastic against It was Paula Deen. No, wait, it wasn't the Paula Deen thing. That was something else. I can't remember. The Paula Deen crockpots apparently got crazy by the Paula Deen crockpots. People throwing hams. Craziness. It was the, it was something. I don't know what it was. No, the crockpots, that's what it was. No, it's Paula Deen, it was like a Paula Deen pan set is what the craziness over there was. But no, he was cutting plastic off the crock pots, and then apparently like some big-ass woman came along and knocked him over. You know, nameless big-ass woman. Because he was telling that story all night long. And I'm like, suck it up, Eminem. Seriously. That's apparently a joke that gets around. So, I don't know, somebody was saying something, I don't know, but he's pretty, he's a pretty good sport. We're hiring some people that, they can take a joke and, give one back, so it's good, it's nice to be able to joke with people, but, yeah, I can't really think of any, we didn't have any, as far as I know, there was no fist fights or anything like that. And afterwards, Mark and Sarah and I, we were going to try to get a group together to go to Country Kitchen, but they didn't open till 6, and Mark and I got off at 4, so that didn't really work. But then Sarah was actually in the store last night. We haven't got a chance to hang out with her in a long time, so she brought us candy. Thank you. She made Norman Wonder Woman. Apparently all of them, she thought all of them were Wonder Woman, because if you got the Reese's cups for Halloween, they had different DC characters on them, or the symbols, and Raj was Superman, I was Green Lantern, so I get to be Ryan Reynolds. Yes. And she gave Norm Wonder Woman, which, if you knew Norm, that'd be the funniest thing in the world. But you don't, so you're only like, I'll take your word for it. She brought us candy, and then she was kind of wanting to do something, and she had found out that IHOP was open apparently all night long, so we ended up going up to Independence, or Blue Springs, or Lee Summit. I always get Blue Springs and Lee Summit mixed up. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm not there. I know we used to go to Independence Center all the time, but there's not really that much up there anymore. No KB Toy Store, no Walden Books, no B. Dalton. There's still Spencer's. I mean, Torrid, Hot Topic. Some kind of fun stores, but just not much up there anymore, unless you're looking for clothes, or to creepily stare down at the children in the play area. It's weird, but so we went up to IHOP, and I had the mother effin' eggnog pancakes, which were amazing. They're really good if you get a chance to go. And also, the last thing I wanted to mention was, as I was walking back and forth last night doing this, that, or whatever the other, I saw something and I realized it's going to allow me to be even lazier, which I support. So, I got this, a DeskJet wireless printer and scanner. It looks like this, and it's ePrint. But you see, every time I want to print something, I have to unplug all of those little things from the side. And people are yelling outside. I don't know, that's weird. And then I have to take it all the way over there and plug it into the printer, which is maybe you can see it. I don't know, that little black box right there. So now, once I get this all set up, I will not have to carry the laptop all the way over there when I want to print something, which isn't very often. But the thing that sucks is I just bought ink cartridges for it. So yeah, that's like $30. Of course, I guess I can use it until it runs out again, but then I guess there wasn't really a point to buying the printer yet. I could find a better deal. But that was $40. So I'm assuming that's a good deal. I don't know. I could just go ahead and set it up. I don't know. Or of course, if I sold my other printer on eBay and been like, oh, it has brand new cartridges, I'm not sure that the cartridges would ship very well without breaking, and then like you wouldn't be able to. I might have to take them out, rewrap them or something. I don't know. I wouldn't want them to leak, but so yes, I'll figure out what to do about that. Because like I just bought cartridges for it because it was running out, and then I wasn't even planning on buying this today. I just happened to see it for $39, you know, and I was like, sweet, I needs me one of them. So I thought that said adorable, but it says affordable, all in one convenience, which is I wanted to make sure it had the scanner on it. Not that I ever hardly use a scanner, but whatever. It's good to have just in case. And later today, sometime when the mail comes in, I should be getting. I bought this. It's a new iPod. It's an 80 gig hard drive iPod, but I thought I was getting it for cheap, and I was. By the time hadn't kicked in $2 for whatever charity, something about Feed the Children of the World or whatever. So after I kicked in $2, two optional dollars, it was only $50. And the way I read it on eBay made it sound like the only thing that was wrong with it was the battery just wouldn't hold a charge. But I'm having trouble getting my shit into iTunes. Like, it'll load about 300 and some songs, and then it doesn't put any more on there, and then I have to replug it back in, and it'll put on. I would be okay with that if it would put on a few more songs, and then I had to keep unplugging it, plugging it back in, unplugging it, plugging it back in to get all of my songs on there. I'd be fine with that, but every once in a while, it'll only do it to a certain point. Like, there'll be sometimes I'll unplug it and plug it back in, and it won't load any songs, and then it'll take every other song that I already have loaded on there off the fucking iPod. And it's very annoying. It's so annoying. Oh my god. Because, like, I'll be going along fine, and then all of a sudden it'll be like, no music. Or no oozic. For some reason it loses the M. It just says no oozic. And I'm like, really? Seriously? So I'm going to sell that on eBay and get some of my money back. I'm going to sell it for, cheaper, of course. And then I have my 16 gigabyte, my little blue one that has served me well since I bought it. Assuming this one that I bought, it's supposed to work. It's supposed to work. It said it's in good working condition. So hopefully I don't get it in and it still doesn't work. That'd suck. But according to the shipping thing, that's supposed to be in today. So I have lots of lovely, lovely new toys to play with. And I'm going to go ahead and get this one uploading to YouTube and then start processing last year's so you can watch both Black Friday videos together. I can't remember if there's any craziness from last year, but I'll probably, have a link somewhere, or at least in the bottom bitch. I'll have one down there for you to click on to find Black Friday 2010, and trust me, I mean, let me show you just for a moment. Okay, you think this is bad, okay? Let me just go back a page here and look at all this. Look at all of this stuff from last year. Some not even in folders. This is all of the old videos. You know how I've been putting up some old stuff? Yes, that is still all of the old videos that I have yet to put together and post. Just so you know, I still have quite a bit to go. So I'll get one of those up today.